Elk, we came close. Oryx, we were successful. Mule deer, we don't have much time, but we got a hot tip on where there's some bucks. There's deer sign everywhere. I think a lot of them are just those little coos deer, man. They're hard to see. Handy dandy pooper right there. You can work on your suntan at the same time. I gotta sit down for a minute. But it was not all for naught.
Nope.
We found a shed. Look at that one.
Nice.
Dandy. There's that old mountain and the highline wires. Man, I made a rookie mistake this morning. I took off, and I guess at some point my solar system breaker tripped in my trailer, and so my collars all went dead. Because what happens when you put them on charge, it seems like they come on, and then if that breaker goes down, then all your collars will just go dead. Just got back from my deer hunt. Yesterday was Monday, and I pounded out some work in the office there. Today I'm just getting these old hound dogs out, getting them exercise. It's that time of year. From now on, it's hound dogs and hound dogs. Hopefully lions and bobcats. I don't think bears, no. I don't think I want to mess around with those bears this year. You know, whatever you do, and you do repeatedly, becomes a habit, and you become efficient at it. So that's one of the reasons why I've been... Oh, Rusty, he's discovered his nose now. He's trailing everything in the world. It's one of the reasons why I've been taking a pack animal every day. Every time I go, I saddle up Agnes and I saddle up Jet with the pack saddle, put some supplies in it, because I want it to become a habit. I want to become efficient and fast at it. It's easier just to get up in the morning and, you know, saddle your mule and take off. Saddle one mule, don't worry about loading a pack mule. But I think for this year, it's what I need to do for the way I hunt. Look at that sun cracking. A little old cottontail was squatted down in a bush, and we come riding by, and all the other dogs went on by, and it jumped out and ran right into the side of Sissy. I mean, just ran right into the side of her. She flipped it up and tried to get a bite, and it was gone. But it ran into her. You know, you never have the camera on when things like that happen. Watch out, Rusty boy. When you take a pack mule, you can carry a few luxuries, like a thermos full of coffee. And Booger and Al ran a coyote for a ways. P and them, they pulled up and started cold trailing something coming out of that canyon. You don't realize how much you depend on those collars until you don't have them on there. Still early. Get back in the office and get some things done. I gotta get a dog box built. Here we go. Oh, what a mess. Asked how you keep all your dogs around. It's just something that I've never really thought about. It's just something I expected. I expect. We're all hunting together. I guess I have used the shock collar. You know, if I got a dog that'll run off when I unload him and I collar him up and he takes off and I hear him, yeah, I'll go ahead and get after him. And free casting and putting them on the ground like this, and you've got to have some kind of control. The hardest thing is determining what they're cold trailing. Just kind of watch them, see where it travels, look for a track. And if it don't look right, if they just go a little ways and kind of ball up and can't go, and they're going back and forth, and you know, you just, it's one of those things. I was talking to a guy day before yesterday who's hunted with a lot of old timers. And he's a good hunter. He's almost my age. There's those little nuances that only experience and time out with the dogs can teach you. You can't write it down in a book. You can't, it's not, you know, it's not all black and white. It just comes from experience. And I'm still getting experience every day out. I don't know if you ever got it all totally figured out. Oh, there's guys that get pretty dang good at it though. It's getting hot now. I need to carry a thermometer or a temperature gauge or something with me. Maybe I can find one I can hang on the saddle or on the pack saddle or something. I want to get one of those little backpackers chairs, and maybe even one of those little backpackers tables. They're real light. They're not much to them. They're not real expensive. I think if you got out, you had your tarp, you know, and your sleeping bag and everything you need to stay out, comfortable, have your mani, you know, that you throw down on the ground. And it'd be nice to have that. Just that little table, little chair, just to sit down and have some comfort. Just a little bit of comfort. Probably wouldn't be bad to have one of those little grills, just a little backpacker's grill that you could slide in there. That way you start a little fire. First night out, you could, you take some frozen meat, and that first night out, it'd be out just right. I figured it all out. Food. Oh, I need to get some morels. Feed your donkeys. I need to get another line. What do they call it? A picket line, picket rope. Because I usually picket Jet by his front foot and just tie him to a tree like a dog. A lot of things to think about. We'll make it happen though.